What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to another episode of the Crystal Palace Survival Career Mode, guys. This is going to be episode 4 of this series, and in this episode we are going to be having 5 games. As we always do, we're going to be simming 5 games. One's going to be against Stoke City at home, arguably one of the easier matches in this episode. And I'm saying that because most home matches in simulations seem to be a lot easier than the away matches. And then we have an away match against Manchester City. That'll be a bit of a difficult one. A home match against Southampton, which again, that should be a routine victory. And we'll hope that we can get some good points in that game. And then we have an away match against QPR, and in this episode we will be entering the January transfer window as well. And if we can get through to episode 5, if we get enough points in these games, then we may even be able to go into the January transfer window in the next episode after this one, and we may even be able to make some more signings. But we don't want to be wasting any more time. We want to be getting into the games, hoping that we can actually, well, win some games as well. And hopefully we can win this one against Stoke. It should be a routine victory. And we are going to be sticking with the same side that won us the last game in last episode against Tottenham away from home. We're going with Speroni, Vlar, Kelly at centre-back. We've got Joel Ward at right-back. We've got Pape Soiree at left-back. We've got Zaha. We've got Mavuba, Jedinak, UNKLE. And then up front, we got the 2 main men of the squad. Arguably, we got Yannick Bolasie as the captain for the side. Of course, he is going to be our faithful captain. And then we got Dennis the Menace. Hopefully, can get some more goals in this episode. He did really well in the last episode. But without further ado, let's get into this match against Stoke. And hopefully, we're going to get a win in this match. We're at home. All the odds are in our favour. We've been in good form. We've got good players in our side. And we just got to hope that we get the right result, really. You know, that's all that simming is about. And Mavuba gets the first goal of the game. Even though he got a yellow card only a few minutes earlier, he still manages to get a goal in this match. Kelly then gets a yellow card, so we're being a bit vicious, really. And then Bolasie gets the second goal of the game. Juve misses a penalty. Thank goodness for that. That could have, well, given them a way back into the game had they scored that penalty. And it looks like we are going to be picking up a win. But Mavuba gets a second bookable offence, so that really isn't going to be good for the next match. Not that we have much of a chance of winning against City anyway away from home, but we're going to be going with the same side once again. Kelly is on a yellow card though, so maybe I should take him off and put on Hangeland. I'm not really too sure. I don't really want to risk another suspension, so what I may do is, I may actually put in Hangeland. Hope that he doesn't come on as a sub, because if Kelly does come on and get a yellow card, we're going to be missing him for a very important match next, which I believe is going to be against QPR. So we put in Hangeland into defence, and we got Vlar at the back as well, just with the view that we're going to be losing this match anyway. So we may as well not risk Kelly on a yellow card and, well, put him on the bench basically. I could have even put him on the reserves, to be honest. That will probably affect our goal difference a lot, because I can see them getting a few goals here. And David Silva gets 2 goals within 37 minutes. I think we were going to lose this match anyway. Silva gets a hat-trick. Oh god, this really isn't going well, is it? 70 minutes in. I just hope that we can hold on now. Just don't concede another goal. And we concede another goal. It's a 4-0 loss against Man City. And to be honest, it was coming anyway. Even if we would have had our first choice players in there, I guess I'm just happy that we didn't lose any of our players to suspensions. So it wasn't a match against QPR. That'll be next. We actually have a game against Southampton now. And a good thing is, all of those players that did have suspensions, apart from Kelly, he's still got his suspension there. But we can just put him back into the side, take MacArthur out, and bring back in Mavuba after he served his suspension. I think the one thing that I've really enjoyed about this series so far is not just that we're simming games and it's quite different, because we are doing that, but because I stick with pretty much the same Crystal Palace lineup that we started with at the beginning of the career mode, apart from a few players in there, and it's worked out really well so far, hasn't it? We've done decent, and it's good to see that we have done well. Bolasie gets the first goal of the game, and then Vlar, oh my god. What is it with suspensions in this episode? I don't know what it is, but that is really, really annoying. Bolasie luckily gets his second goal of the game there. And despite being down to 10 men, it doesn't look like it's going to affect us really. And hopefully we can hold on. Please don't drop a point. There we go. We managed to get a 2-1 result against Southampton. A good result there. Balassi getting 2 goals. Bertrand getting 1 back. I've just got to pray that we get a win somehow in this match against QPR, because that will hopefully see us through to the next episode. I don't really know what happens in these episodes. I said last week when I got 3 wins, I think it was, and 2 losses, I'm probably going to be going out of the series. I didn't go out the series. I ended up being top. But it is Dennis the Menace that gets the goal in the 20th minute. And then Balassi gets the 2nd goal of the game. And Balassi's really been on fire. He's really started to provide a lot more goals in this episode, to be honest. That's his 3rd or 4th goal within these games. He's really done well. And you have to be kidding me. We may be getting wins, but we're getting suspensions left, right and centre. This is just madness. The annoying thing is, although we enter the transfer window in this episode, we won't make any transfers until the next episode. So that will be a little bit annoying, to be honest. It's a bit of a shame that we're not going to be able to do that. Simming time, the final game. If we get 3 points in this match or even a draw, I think we're more than happy with the amount of points that we've got in this episode. So far, we've got 3 wins out of 4, so we've done really well. We've got 9 points. We don't even need to get a win, really, in this game against Aston Villa. I could have just put up my 2nd team, to be honest. And I say that just as Bonglahor scores. I still wouldn't really like to get battered, to be honest. I want to keep at least a respectable goal difference. But it is looking likely that we are going to end up losing this match. But Glenn Murray comes on and he scores a penalty as a substitute. I don't know what it is when I'm simming. I just always seem to pick up at least 1 point. Even against these sort of teams like Aston Villa, you know, we're still doing well. We're still picking up points. And that's going to be 10 points from 5 games. Once again, we're proving that we are a consistent side with Crystal Palace. We're doing really well, and it's really good to see that we are still picking up points, despite the fact that we were littered with so many suspensions in this episode. But if we are going to be getting knocked out, which I find is highly unlikely, we are going to find out now in the Skype call. We're going to hop over to the Skype call with all the other YouTubers, and we're going to find out how everyone did.
Alright guys, so we are into the elimination round. Now this is going to get a little bit interesting because we are going to be doing double elimination, which means we are basically doing a playoff. You have 1 opponent, and that would be Jack. Alright, and the way we're going to do it is seeding, so whoever did the best last episode is going to be going off against who did the worst. And that is how we get to you two. Jay Yackers versus I Gaming in HD. You had 5 games to play. How do you guys think you guys did? Do you think you're going to come out of this victorious, Jack?
I'm feeling confident, but you know, against Newcastle, you can't really be too confident because you never know what kind of results Tim got in his other games.
And what are you feeling right now?
The fact that he says I feel confident immediately makes me think, right, I'm out, I'm done. Because I'm not confident. I said it last episode as well, I would be in the bottom, and I did worse than I expected. And now I think I'm going to get knocked out, and I can't do worse than that. So I'm just going to go out. That's how it is.
To be fair, Tim, I don't think you've ever been confident in this series. And Rich, you are a neutral third party. Who do you think walks away from this?
I think Crystal Palace are going to go through. Jack's been Mr. Consistent throughout the whole thing, so I think he's going to win this semi-final.
Well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and reveal the points, guys. And I'm going to first just announce the amount of points that iGaming in HD actually got. And that is, drum roll, 6 points. I'm seeing if there's any reaction.
It was a pleasure being.
He said nothing.
It was a pleasure being on the series with you guys. You know, I had fun. I enjoyed it. I hope to be back for FIFA 16, maybe a new series. Who knows? But that's the end for me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.
I didn't even say Jay Yacker's total.
I know, but I just know I'm out.
Yeah, but he's already out. So you know.
Yeah, you're out. I was like, how did you know? Did you tell him, Jack? I was like, no. Jack, you came out with the most amount of points out of anybody in this round with a ridiculous 10 points, and I believe +3 in goal differential. So,
yes.
Yeah. You did pretty much say your final words. Is there anything else you would like to say before you leave?
I now know how Rich felt a few weeks ago.
Oh, cheers. Cheers.
It was that long ago.
And I have to say, I was prepared. I was prepared to be like, okay, I'm knocked out. Just get that in my head, so it's not that hard to deal with when it comes round. The fact that I kept telling myself I got knocked out and then you giving me the confirmation still makes me feel pretty bad.
Thank you so much for being in the series. I am Game HD. Your name sucks, but
I know.
You're a quality lad. You're a quality lad, and we'll definitely get you back in the next round for FIFA 16. And Jack, you advance into the championship round, and it's against myself. I'm going to tell you that right now. 5 games to play to win the first inaugural survival career mode. Who will be victorious? Crystal Palace or West Bromwich Albion? Go ahead and tune in next time, guys.